John Joseph Gotti was born October 27, 1940, in the South Bronx, one of 13 children in a working-class Italian family. By his teens, he was running errands for neighborhood crews, boosting cars, hustling in Brooklyn streets. Small arrests stacked up, hijacking, theft. But what stood out was loyalty and nerve. He came under the wing of Agnello Neil Della Croce, an underboss in the Gambino family, who saw potential in the bold kid with slick talk. Under Della Croce's guidance, Gotti learned discipline, codes, and the art of making money in silence. By the mid-70s, he'd earned his button, a made man. The rise didn't stop there. Gotti ran gambling and loan sharking operations, enforcing with his crew from Ozone Park. Word spread, he was fearless, decisive, and sometimes too public. That swagger didn't sit well with the old guard. Boss Paul Castellano saw him as reckless. When Della Croce died in 1985, Castellano skipped Gotti's faction in the power talks. To Gotti, that was disrespect and a death sentence. On December 16, 1985, outside Sparks Steakhouse in Manhattan, gunmen waited. Castellano and his driver stepped from a black Lincoln. Bullets rained down. Gotti watched from across the street. Minutes later, the Gambino family had a new king. Unlike his predecessors, Gotti didn't hide. He strutted through New York in $2,000 suits, smiled for cameras, tipped reporters. The media called him the Dapper Don. But when trial after trial failed to convict him, the nickname changed. Teflon Don. Nothing stuck. The streets loved him. The feds seethed. From 1986 to 1990, he beat 3 major cases. Crowds cheered outside courthouses. Even Hollywood couldn't write it better. Yet every headline drew more attention from the FBI. Agents bugged his social club, the Ravenite, tapped phones, followed lieutenants. On those tapes, they caught something deadly. Gotti bad-mouthing his underboss, Salvatore Sammy the Bull Gravano. Loyalty cracked. Facing life in prison himself, Gravano flipped, becoming the highest-ranking turncoat in mafia history. With Gravano's testimony and months of recordings, prosecutors built the case they dreamed of. In 1992, Gotti was convicted on 13 counts: murder, racketeering, conspiracy. The judge gave him life without parole plus a $250,000 fine. The courtroom gasped. The myth had fallen. From Marion Federal Penitentiary, Gotti tried to keep control through coded messages, but the empire dissolved. His son John Jr. briefly took the reins before facing charges of his own. In 2002, Gotti died of throat cancer in a Missouri prison hospital. He was 61. His story is a paradox. A brutal killer who became a pop culture icon, a neighborhood hero who destroyed his own. In the end, the legend of John Gotti says one thing: no matter how shiny the suit, the streets always collect their dead.